In our blog page, you may have noticed that we don't have the sidebar on the right hand side, which we had in our Bootstrap template. This is because we still have this located inside of our WordPress loop in the else section. So this won't render to the screen while we currently have any blog posts. To fix this, we can go over to our index.php. And then if we go to our else section, just afterwards, we have this aside section, which is the wrapper for our sidebar. So if we select all of the aside section, and then also the closing row and container, since everything needs to be contained inside of there. Let's just bring this up. And then I'm going to add this just after the next and previous post link. So just above the footer section, we can paste this in. So leaving in place the aside section, I'm going to take away all of the divs inside of here. So we can cut all the blocks from our sidebar. And we can now use this content to go inside of our sidebar.php. I can just tidy this up a little bit. Take the contents, and then if we open up the sidebar and go to our sidebar.php, we can paste this content inside of here. In a similar way that we did with the header and the footer, inside of our index.php, we can reintroduce the content of our sidebar using the WordPress function. Here at the bottom, we used get footer, but for the sidebar, as you probably guessed, we need to use get sidebar. Open and close the PHP, then the WordPress function, which is get underscore sidebar, the brackets and the semicolon. By default, get sidebar will look for a file called sidebar.php. If you ever have the need to introduce more than one sidebar into your theme, such as a sidebar-dark.php, if we had this file, we would then remove the sidebar section and then just add the name of dark inside of here. And then this would look for the sidebar-dark.php file and then add this in place of the default. We don't need this, so I'm just going to delete this and leave this empty. So this is now exactly what we had before in our Bootstrap template. The only difference is the sidebar contents have now been outsourced into a separate file, just like with the header and footer. Now we can try this out in the browser. And the sidebar is now reintroduced to our page. We will return back to the sidebar next, where we will replace all of this HTML with dynamic content to link to WordPress.